So this is a poem by Igor Klikovac, a Bosnian poet, a poet from Sarajevo, who I got in touch with after he sent me some poems for the Manchester Review a few years ago. Igor and I corresponded for a while about those poems before we published them, and subsequently we worked on other poems together to make up a manuscript called Stockholm Syndrome. Igor works as a TV producer in London, and the poems though are very much to do with the Sarajevo that he left in the early 2000s. This poem is called The Childhood. The hard crust of our city's ice, black engine oil and crushed kisses on cigarette butts. For a child, that water could remember was entirely logical and yet no less magic, and hence full of news about what was coming. But the landscape remained grey too, like a spent, badly lit filming location, full of soot and fooled people, frozen in unwitting pirouettes. All else was too fast, deceitful, or simply mute and directed at others. The life trickled into a shallow bowl and disappeared before lips were brought to it. Only the discarded and the occasional kindness of weather could be relied on in the slippery world. Nowadays, whenever I step into myself through a puddle, I startle, as I did back then peering over the kitchen sill, each time the winter that stretched between the buildings got unstitched by the trucks spraying salt.